Alrighty then, it is time to pick up where we left off and see what we got planned here. Because Shin told us to go in here and talk to some lady. Squire Valdez. Well, I guess it could be a guy. Dang.
Make a racket, and I'll revoke your access privilege.
Does that mean I got to tiptoe? Because otherwise that would be like noisy and a racket. It's an awful lot of noise for just that, you know, just saying. Alrighty, whatever. So anyhow, I guess I gotta go back. I ain't talking to you. Go away.
How do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?
What?
Staying safe out there.
Hi lady. Who are you?
Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here?
Oh, well, there you go. Now, just so you get a recap, we met the Danny boy down below, and he had us do a little runaround, and then he sent us up here to talk to this lady, and see if she could use some help prove myself to the Brotherhood.
Oh, a prospective initiate.
Yes.
Knight Shin sent you.
Yes, he did.
And I guess we're both in luck.
Oh,
Paladin
okay.
Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it?
A little mission, huh? What is this mission, I wonder?
Our new base is littered with old technology. But there's
Littered?
something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup.
Oh, you're going into Atlas's butt. Got it. Well, deal.
Glad we can come to an agreement.
Thank
Any
you.
questions before we start?
Who are you?
All right, fire away.
Far A. Well, is this like normal for a scribe?
Ideally, yes, actually.
No.
In practice, not at all. We're supposed to be the lore keepers, preserving old technology for the betterment of today. Instead, I spend all my time soldering wires on busted comms equipment or tightening screws on tracking scanners.
Okay.
This investigation will be a breath of fresh air. It's what being a scribe should be about.
Okay. You don't sound like you're real happy.
Can I do it? Yes. But it's not my life's calling. Believe it or not,
Okay.
I didn't choose to be a scribe. I was born into it.
Wait, what?
Parents chose this life for me. I've gotten used to it, but it isn't mine. Knight Shin would throw a fit if he heard just how unprofessional I was now. We should get back to business. Sorry. Business only.
Okay, so you didn't want to be a scribe, but your parents said you had to? Okay. Why not just grab one of them other fellas running around there trying to prove themselves?
Normally I would, but today you came along. We have a lot of capable initiates, but we could always use more. Handle yourself well, and I'll be happy to vouch for you.
So I lucked out, the new guy, as opposed to all those others running around there for you. Okay. Well, these logs you're talking about, are you like Lincoln logs, or
Not
what?
as a civilian. However, if Paladin Romani lets you join our ranks, then I might reconsider. Especially if you're a big help on this mission.
Ooh, well, all right, let's go back to
Sure.
this mission.
Ready
You
to
ready?
go?
I am ready. Let's go for it.
Great. Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit.
Okay, I've never been here, so am I going to get lost on the way? I mean, I have no idea where I'm going here. I mean, you got to think that through. This is supposedly my very first time in here. And no extra tools laying around for me to steal. What kind of joint is this?
Add Victorians, or else we'll make the same mistake going forward.
Well, that's the bedrooms and stuff, so I guess it's not that way. Although there is, oh, that's a shower in the little pee holes. Okay. And there's this. Oh. Well, that's convenient. Now, considering there was a downstairs up that way, I could have thought that's where she wanted me to go. And there's a downstairs this way, so that could have been where she wanted me to go. Fortunately for me, though, I am super awesome smart, and I know this is the way to go. And thus, I shall. Now think that through. Brand new person you never met. You got all these other people and they're trying to impress you, but you pick the new guy, which means you just don't care if he dies because you don't know him well enough. And then you tell him to go someplace he has no idea where he's going. You popped right in there, didn't you there, Tuts? Well, I'm so happy to see you here. Okay, I'm here.
Good, you're here.
So, I said that.
How do you feel about reading comprehension?
I'm pretty darn good at it.
Start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war.
Okay. Well, as I am super intelligent, reading the schematic is indeed the very first step in the problem-solving process. Reading is easy.
Are you trying to get on my good side?
Yes.
Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough
Okay.
of that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up.
Okay, there's more downstairs? Because there's a door right there. Where's that go? I guess I'll come back to that. I think that's where... Yeah, that's another place. Duct tape. Copper. I don't need anything else of that. Okay. And here we are. We're downstairs. Come on. Catch up her, honey. Oh, you got buggies. You got great big old skeeters in here. Hey. How in the world was that thing carrying that big, huge chunk of wood? Okay, well, we killed the buggies and the crickets. And I only almost died. Once. Sort of.
This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. Here's one.
Ew. Commission report number 2. Selected component status. Ion focus, induction coil, core processing unit. 3 thingies. Full diagnostic report pending. We're on page 2 of 3. While firmware updates have proven useful, blah, 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 blah. The CPU came at a great cost, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Something about flux distributions throughout the coil and the induction coil may cause some issues, I guess. All right. I don't care to read any more of that. I bet that one's number 1. That is number 1. Let's go over here and collect that one first.
This looks like what we need.
Well, why are you making me pick it up? 3 of 3. Intake pressures and stress tests. A single use requires a huge intake of coolant to keep the machine operational so it overheats. Okay. I guess you can't just run down to the Best Buy and get a new cooler. All right. I did have no record of precaution when producing. Okay. Well, all right. Well, I got that part. At least these pipes are all in working order. That's a plus. All right. This is an interesting little place. I like it. Ooh, acid. I don't need no more steel. Clipboard, springs.
Here's a document.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to point them out. I can see them. Commission report number 1 of 3. Following the dismissal of Dr. Isaac Hammond, What's LTC? I don't know what that means. Lieutenant Commander, maybe? One of you guys tell me if that's right. Oberlin has tasked me with overseeing the shutdown of the Atlas project. Oh, you're just going to shut it down? While showing promise in its final trials, the project still has major stability issues. Blah, 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 blah. We make it a consistently operational device. Blah, blah, blah. Also of concern was the enormous stress put on the coolant intake pumps and possible defects discovered in the release valve. So things were broken and it didn't work well. Got it.
I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec.
Why, sure. Let's chit-chat.
That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this.
Whatevers. I want to do that. I want to do that. What is my charisma? I wonder if you have enough charisma to do that. Let's see. See if I can get my charisma up a little. Oh, bright lights. Food, charisma. I'm trying to remember which one is charisma. One of those mentats, isn't it? No. Charisma. +5. That ought to be enough. Let's do a great mentat and try that conversation
That should be
again.
enough to start. Atlas decommission report.
Yeah, we got all that. So, now that you've let this much slip, you might as well just give me everything. Tell me it all.
I guess you're right.
You're right.
There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant.
Okay.
Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood.
Okay. Yeah, told me you were looting a gun shop. No, I don't want to say that, but thank you so very much for filling me
I
in.
did ask you to help, after all. It's only fair you're prepared for what you might find.
Well, yes, that is
Now,
true.
let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby.
Oh,
There's
okay.
probably a terminal around here.
You
If
think?
it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens.
Give it a spin and see what happens.
The lower core
God.
of this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups?
Okay. This sounds like fun. What are you looking for in the diagnostic test again? Say it again.
The diagnostics test can tell us the state of some key components that we won't be able to test manually. Keep an eye on the state of each component, and we'll want to look into them after the initial check.
Now, how do we know if that release valve is going to work right? Is it just going to, like, release?
The release valve is an emergency mechanism that can relieve pressure on the intake pipes if they come under stress. If all is well, we'll just be able to turn it, and nothing out of the ordinary will happen.
If all goes well. And the wiring? What's that going to tell us?
Think of the wires like the blood vessels of the machine. Without the
Ew.
electricity running through them, nothing's going to work. We just need to do a little checkup and see what condition they're in.
Oh, well, I imagine those rats and bugs and flying critters probably did a number on it, but let's go.
Should be a simple inspection. You can have point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder the whole way. Take note of the details and we'll
Ew.
discuss how it goes after.
Ew, she's going to be peeking over my shoulder, watching my butt. I know what she's doing. Well, since we're here at this terminal that didn't take us so far away to go look for, let's just run the diagnostics and see what's going on.
Interesting.
Alright, core processor is defunct. I know a YouTube channel about that. Intake valves, rupture detected. That's not good. Ion focus has been misaligned. In the induction loop, the flux disruption has been detected. Okay. Well, now we know. So we got all that, right? What's the first thing? Well, let's try this. I'm sure this is going to hurt, but what the hell? Ow.
Are you okay?
I'm deaf, but thanks.
I wish we had the people to get this stuff up and running again.
You're not going to say, sorry about that? Jeez. You know, a little, sorry about that. What we got here? Wiring box. Examine. Looks a little shredded. And I hear the critters. Bye. Anybody else hate those things as much as I do? I mean, they are just horrible.
Close one. Does it for the inspection. Let's talk.
No, it doesn't. We still have more things to inspect. First, I want to see if there's... Ooh, what's that? I'll take that. Now, I know one of these things had something on it. I'll take that. Might as well take that little piece of mole rat meat anyhow. I thought for sure one of these was super awesome. I guess not. I could have sworn one of these was like a legendary one or something. Okay, well, she's bored and wants to chit-chat. Okay.
All right, let's go over the inspection results. The
Well, we
diagnostics
blew
check
up the
reveals
pipe.
issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus?
Was out of focus. The ion focus, what did it say? Misaligned?
Misaligned. Problematic to say the least. Next, we have the release valve. That went. Well, what was your assessment?
It blew up. It released pressure.
Explosive decompression is not what we're looking for.
I'm
Last
just
but not
saying.
least, the wiring. The wires were...
Chewed up. Mole rats.
Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that.
You think?
Okay.
All right.
Sorry about the pop quiz. But in
That's
general,
all right.
you're handling yourself well so far.
Gee, thanks. Some discussion. You already knew what answers you wanted. Actually, that would be mean. I don't want to be mean. So.
Nobody does, outside of a classroom. That's why I love to evaluate new prospects this way. If I'm going to recommend you to Paladin Romani, I need to know you're serious. Can you pay attention? Think on your feet? If you can, you earn my favor. If you can't, then, well, maybe I reconsider my recommendation. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up.
It turned
There are
up
a few parts
nastiness.
I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started?
So you want a lover with a slow hand? Had to do it. Sorry. Why the pressure gauge?
You saw what happened when we tested the release valve.
Yeah, it blew
I
up.
want to examine the stress on the gauge. That could tell us if all that built-up pressure was normal or an anomaly. Oh, and you may have to pry it off, but be careful about it when the time comes.
Yeah, because I don't want it blowing off on me. Now about this CPU.
The brain of the machine. It's the component that coordinates all of the others. It should be slotted into a terminal somewhere. May take a little technical know-how to extract, but nothing you can't handle, I'm sure.
I've yanked a CPU or two. And about this ion focus, what do I need to know about that
A very
thing?
important and technical component. It helps force particles into a beam that the machine could fire to affect the weather. Somehow. Could take a bit of manual dexterity to pry loose without any damage.
So again, there goes that slow hand thing. Okay, I got it.
I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do.
All right, let's see what I can do. I'm going to show you all the things I can do. Because I can do things. Where's the upstairs? This looks like it goes upstairs. Oh, that'll work. Okay. There's all kinds of things I got to do here. What's the first one? That looks like the ion focus thing. Unhook each tube and wire from its source and lift out everything together. Yank it out. Gently unhook each tube and wire from the device and lift it out. Okay. Cut the tubes and wires. All right, well, let's do the easy one. Well, that went well. It didn't blow up. Let's put it that way. Oh, duct tape. I'm apparently getting a little bit thirsty. Let me grab a quick something to drink here because, well, I'm getting thirsty. Should probably have a little steak, too, while I'm at it. A little soup. That'll finish off the top of that. Oh, firecracker berry juice. That's always delicious and nutritious. Now what? Up there somewhere. Up there somewhere. Shut up. That was funny. You know it was. Alright, what's over here? Oh, soap. Oil. As a flamer user, I need all the oil I can get. Don't necessarily need any of those things. See, the things you learn watching this video, all the things you need to pick up as a flamer user. Pressure gauge. What do we got here? Unscrew the screws through the rust to remove the gauge. Yank the gauge. Oil the screws to remove the rust and lift the gauge out. Blast them off. Oh, I think oiling them up probably would work better. Let's do that. There, I didn't strip no nothings. One must always pick up free beer when you see it. Just so you know, that's a law somewhere. I think it's written down. Ooh, asbestos. You know. How do I get that? Extract component from the out machines 2 of 3. I've got. Where's the last one at? No, really. Where's the last one? How do I get to it? Ooh, Mr. Handy Fuel. Is it down here, maybe? Don't need none of that. Maybe it's down here somewhere? No. I don't know where it is. You would think it would be here somewhere. But it's not. Where is it? Where's the last diddy bop I gotta yank out? I might as well just jump down. It's not in there. It's up in that roof. Is there maybe another upstairs? No, don't want to go in there. Oh, there's a room. I missed the room. The room. Sounds like a rapper. I am the room. Alright, let's see what we got here. CPU. Okay. Now I know a lot of you people have already done this part. And if you had and knew that room was there, don't laugh at me, okay? Shush. Operation logs. Let's see what's going on first. Mixed results, negative rolls, blah, 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 blah. Power status. Power output is 150% above expected levels, 300 above required levels. Wow. Output efficiency is 25% due to undiagnosed pathway failures. Okay, well, that's not good. Examination and repair of conduit pathways to restore suitable level R. Okay, yeah, that's actually a good idea, because you've got that much juice and only 25% going out. CPU management, what do we got? Execute full CPU removal protocol. Eject, emergency eject, power down and eject. Let's do the full protocol, because I'm super smart. I know to do these things.
Oh, I thought of one more thing. Can you pick up the induction coil up there on the machine core?
God, always want more. Nobody's ever happy with just do what I told you and get it over with. Oh, see, I knew there was something up there I had to do. What's that? Turpentine. I'll take that. Sorry, I get sidetracked. I see wonderful things I just have to have. I can't do without. Okay. Induction core. What do we got? Two thick wires attached, one red, one blue. A low hum and the sound of static surround this device and wires crackle. Unhook both wires and slide it out. Cut the red wire. Cut the blue wire. Or leave. I could just leave and say, honey, you come up here and do this yourself. But whatever. Ow!
What was that?
Ow! That hurt. Well?
What is this thing?
It's a thing. Oh, I gotta do more. Oh, there's another one. Oh, cool. What's that do? Quickly swap it out with a heavy sack of dirt. You go, Indy. Pry it out using your weapon as a lever. Yeah, that's a smart one. Well, who would do any of these things? Come on.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it does not. I think we're going to be attacked. Oh, great. Now I gotta kill shit.
Administered.
Here we go.
Swiftly.
Here we go.
Barely.
Glad that's over with.
It's not over with yet, honey. We got more. See? Ow! It ran right up on me. Did you see that? I don't mind killing those things because they're just creepy as hell. Oh, a legendary. There's going to be more, of course. There's always more. Why are these things so super fast?
Please. Clear the area.
Close one.
Ow! Okay, what's next? There's one more. There's got to be one more. There's always one more. You didn't do anything. You just ran around hiding so you wouldn't get hurt, little dummy. You could have shot a few more of these. I mean, come on. They got brains in them with a big eyeball floating in it. It's like, ew, they're just creepy. Talk about nightmare fuel. Think about that just for a second. That's actually a person's brain in a big fish bowl. I mean, ew. Who does that? Oh, wait a minute. I know who does that. Never mind. Okay, is that everything?
Whew. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it.
You think?
Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could handle
Backup?
that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected.
Honey,
The pressure
you
gauge
weren't
looks like
backup.
it's in good condition. The core processor is pristine. Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The
Well, I
induction
am
coil
awesome.
seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? This is... Is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine?
Well, if it did, we'd just shut it off, yanked its battery. So, you know. Is that so hard to believe? I mean, seriously. Well, they do say ultrasight has unlimited potential.
The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy. They condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. I could do a lot with this.
No, I bet
You
you
were a big
could.
help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate. And soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my wreck may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it.
Oh, really?
I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Take a look if you get some free time. Thanks again for your help. And good luck with the Paladin.
Okay. Thanks. She called me backup. I did all the killing. But she called me the backup. Some people, I tell you what. Where's the outhole? No, seriously, how do I get out of this joint? Ooh, what's this? I remember seeing this place. Paint, whatever. All right, well, let's do some cleaning up here. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Where's this go? Oh, I don't need no shotgun shells, and I don't want to mine. Anything in there? Nah. What's making all that burbling noise, I wonder? You hear that too? Burble, burble, burble. Let's see. Might as well take the stim pack. I did use one while I was in there. I can't wait to get better armor. Alright, well, I've made a lap around, and there's nothing exiting on this floor. So I'm probably just lost and looking at the wrong thing. I don't want to go that way, I don't think. That door's not there anymore. That door's not there anymore. There's a door. Where's it go? Oh, I had to go in there to get that thingamajiggy. Anything in here worth anything? No. I'll take the plastic. Always loved plastic. And I think I was in here, I looked around, didn't see anything of any importance. Nah, nothing in here. I do remember hiding in here, though, before the Brotherhood showed up, because you'd get attacked a lot. There's the outhole. Let's go out the outhole. And there we go. Alrighty then. Push a big red shiny button. Oh, it brought us here. We've been here. We talked to the weird creepy doctor guy in here. I'm so glad he's gone, because he was just creepy. Alright, well, let's see. Now it says here, I can go up here and talk to Paladin Romani. So we're going to go up the ladder here and stop at the door, because this is where we're going to pause. We have completed Squire Valdez's quest and done her thing And this still looks like an awesome place. I mean, seriously, look at this place. Tell me that doesn't look super awesome. You got to give the artist credit for coming up with this mess. But anyhow, so we're going to stop here. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Either way, let me know in the comments what you thought. And until the next time, you have a good one. And don't, be nice to people. Don't shoot people with flamers like I do, because that's just mean. Alrighty? Alrighty. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.